whether it's marriage or recovery or having a baby. That is, you know, hopefully going to be an update I get to give at some point. But right now, while we are trying to conceive and it feels like it's taking forever, we are just really excited to be parents, and I'm so excited to be a mom. And one of the ways that just kind of stumbled into our lives is to be able to serve. And so one of the ways that we are stepping into parenthood and just giving back, I guess, I'm hoping to share a little bit of I'm talking about Safe Families, this ministry where you help families that are in crisis, and you're kind of like the sister-in-law or the aunt in a way that gets to step in and just like help out while the parents are going through stuff, whether it's just going to the dentist or if they're actually having a really rough time and just need to get back on their feet. And so we are super excited to be helping with Safe Families. We just got approved, and it only took about 2 weeks after the home assessment, which just feels so quick. And I just wanted to share some of the details that got us to this place, and whether we host a child or not, it is just something that I think people need to know about. And I want you to know that it is possible to get approved and to try this out and just see what happens, because any way that you can help in this ministry is helpful. So if you are in the middle of trying to conceive and you want to be a mom and you just want to be able to help your community, this is absolutely for you. So buckle in, and hopefully I can cover all of your questions and maybe give you some new thoughts to be thinking about with your spouse or with your family. So something that really matters on this channel is that I get to share just honestly where I'm at and share what has been going on. And honestly, it's been a really hard season, but there's a lot of hope with this next step, and it's taken a lot for us to mutually get there, but it also has been a lot faster than the decision to start trying to conceive. And so, you know, once that was figured out, that like, all right, we are ready to start trying, let's also try this other thing while that is happening, because I do have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it can just take longer to get pregnant, and we want to continue to just live while we're waiting to meet our child. How we got involved. One of our really good friends just, you know, one day was like, hey, can I just pitch this to you guys and let's just have a conversation about it. He recently got involved, and we were one of the first families that he just wanted to talk to us about. And I have babysat for a few families that have just kind of planted the seed over the years, and I really didn't think I would ever do this. I've considered fostering and adoption. I nannied a girl that was adopted, and I love it all. I want to do it. But as far as it being a reality, that's a whole nother thing. So we sat down for lunch and we just went over really basic, here's what happens. Here are the steps to becoming a part of Safe Families. And Safe Families is a really cool ministry. There are a lot of roles that they have, whether you serve financially or maybe you help coach and mentor the mom and the family instead of hosting a child. So I'm only listing a few, and they have really good trainings that helped us get prepared. And we obviously haven't gone through it yet, so I don't know how well prepared we are, but it feels like we're very supported and encouraged throughout this process. And like relationally, I know I have a lot of people that are going to help me navigate and help Chris and I navigate this unknown territory. So something that took us the longest to get done is definitely not the paperwork. Like, you just fill out your information, stuff that you usually have to fill out so that they can do background checks and all that. It's really easy. The hardest part was just like getting ourselves to sit down and do the trainings. And I believe there are like 3 trainings. And something that's really cool due to COVID is that they have a lot that you can do online now, and so you just do it from your home. And we did it like 3 weeks in a row. I even thought, we'll do maybe one this month, one next month. Like that's an option that you can kind of spread it out, but they do want to get you approved pretty quickly if possible. And so we did, I think, 3 trainings, and they're all an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours. But I think we got a lot done, hour and a half at the very most. And they were on like a Tuesday night. So we worked all day, did the trainings, and then still had time before bed to just relax. It's really interesting because you do get to learn about poverty and how that works for a family and how to be a resource to them and how to help. And just realizing that we are not in poverty. We don't have a lot of the mindsets that a family in poverty might have. And so just getting to learn how to even learn from them and how to not add to the problem and not be toxic in how we give. And learning how to build trust and be a good family for the child and for the mother to trust us, because often it's really hard to ask for help, even though there are a lot of families that are so generous and so ready to give, and obviously this mom needs help, but like if you're a mom already, you understand that it feels guilty, it feels wrong, but it's absolutely helpful, and it's amazing that this resource is there. And I hope that more moms can just be there for other moms, and that moms realize that they don't have to carry all of the burden on themselves, and that there is so much support out there for them. So as I said, we had the home assessment done about 2 weeks ago. It was done on a Monday, and we did a lot of cleaning up of the house and just getting it prepared. It felt like I was nesting already, and it's just getting me so excited to have a child in our home. And I guess before I talk about the home assessment, we did talk to our landlord and apartment people about if this was okay to host a child and to just have kids that come in and out, and how long it's okay that they stay, and if we need to let them know, kind of thing, because it's similar to fostering and they just need to know for liability's sake, and if there's any issues that are caused from someone else that they now realize, okay, that person is on the property. So we did get that all approved, and it really was no issue. So it felt good that we communicated with them and that they just knew that that was what was happening. The lighting is kind of quirky, so I'm just gonna try to go from over here. But I just wanted to talk next about the home assessment. So we got all prepared, and our friend who sat down and pitched the idea to us, he came over and helped us do the last step to get approved for safe families, and it was really simple. I was so stressed about having a good home and, you know, just being hospitable to him and having everything ready that I thought I should have ready, but also going, you know what, he's gonna tell me what else we're forgetting, and he did, and he was awesome, and he just kind of interviewed us for a little while, and it was really simple conversation, and just letting him know how we feel about this decision and why we are doing it, which you already have had that conversation either in your head or with your spouse, and so you're just kind of getting to vocalize that, and they're getting to record that just for the health of the ministry. So you'll get a few questions that get asked, and then he goes around the house just for a quick tour and keeps his eye out for, you know, any large issues. But he also talks through and asks you questions, and like tells you the rules that are really important to know for supporting a child and doing it in the healthiest way. So again, we don't want to cause any more trauma or issues for this family, and especially with a great transition like that, depending on the age of the child especially, you want to make that comfortable. So we asked him, you know, what are the next steps after he left, and it really, I think it took an hour, maybe. We have a very small place, so I think besides just trying to get connected to Wi-Fi, which took like 20 minutes with our terrible Wi-Fi, it probably would have gotten done maybe in a lot less time. So, right, so then he said that the next steps are just, you know, getting this to their people and making sure that our background checks are all good, and then we would be approved. And so we just kind of sat back and waited, and then yesterday, I think it was, that we got the go-ahead that we are going to start getting contacted when the opportunity is available for our region. And it's just so exciting that now we're here. You know, I felt like it was forever away, and I felt like we had so many things to do, but they really walked us through each step and each bullet point of each step and didn't overwhelm us with everything that had to get done. It was just, okay, so here's what you focus on for today. And I think it's easy to feel like, you know, there's got to be so much to get approved, but really they help you out so much. They want families to be a part of the ministry, so they are there and they have your back. So I guess that's just the basic knowledge and things that have been happening so far to update you on. And if you have more questions, please let me know. I'm excited to talk about this and share how our journey goes, and just love on these kids and be there for them, just, you know, for the limited amount of time that we get them for. And hopefully this helps the journey to having our own child go a little bit quicker, because we can have our minds busy. But yeah, please ask me questions, and hopefully I can do a whole nother video and get you answers on the amazing process that this is. And it really helps me if you like this and you subscribe and you watch through other videos when you're done with this one. And I just appreciate any way that you can support, whether it's leaving a quick comment just to let me know that there are different parts of this that meant something, or that you took away, or you were just like, what the heck were you talking about there? That helps me out too. All right, thanks guys. Have a great, wonderful evening. I am filming at about 6 p.m. and so if you're watching this in the morning, you know, have a good evening that night. All right, have a good one.